Ho 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 boardies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and this is Vicky.
Hiya.
This is the letter episode 5 and we just had a big bombshell happen. What happened?
It wasn't really a big bombshell.
I know,
They
but
saw the letter and she's like, "You're all cursed." And they were like, "No, you're just really stupid." And she was like, "No, you're cursed." And they were like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, you're insane." And then she's like, "I hate you." And that's it. There you
then
go.
Ash did a really racist thing to Zach.
Oh yeah, that was earlier though. And that was fine, remember, because he does it so regularly.
But it's kind of broken him down.
Zach is just completely desensitized to all the casual racism.
And off we go. Without another word, I snatched the letter out of Ash's hand and stuffed it back in my bag, with more force than necessary. I'm tired.
Me too. Oh my god, me and her have got so much in common.
I got cursed, I saw a ghost, I probably lost a sale, got kicked out of an open house I'm supposed to be hosting, my own friends won't believe me, and all of them think I'm crazy.
That is a perfect synopsis.
Yeah, that is pretty much what's happened. To top it all off, there's a dull ache at the back of my head begging for a little attention. I can't afford to give it right now. We're definitely recording, I just wanted to make sure. Honestly, there's only so much a person can take within a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in my bed, and never think about today.
If you're going to eat something right now, what would you eat?
Let us know in the comments, like, comment, and subscribe.
If you like food.
If you like food and you like pies and stuff.
Pies? Have we got pies?
Got pork pies.
I was thinking that we've got a brie.
Oh yeah, we could have that brie.
Yeah. But I feel like I want something warm and toasty, do you know? Because it's so Christmassy. Yeah.
Camembert, isn't it?
We've also got hot brie.
Is it?
No, we've got a brie ring that's like got shit all over it from Mark's. And we've got sticks.
Well, we don't have a hot. We don't have a hot.
It is hot. You put it in the oven, you cook it.
Are you saying we've got 2 cheese things that we could have cooked?
Yes.
Well, we should cook one of those.
Yeah, but it's a bit late to cook a cheese wheel, isn't it?
I guess so. Cheese wheels are normally before 10, really.
And also, we mostly use them to put our health up.
Yes, that's right. You're talking about Skyrim.
No. That'd be really lame.
Yeah, you are. You're talking about Skyrim.
But, like, I feel like something, I don't know, like a nice stew. Oh, I'd love a stew. I was doing what?
I was just thinking, oh, this is why we don't get very far in these games.
Fine, I won't talk about stew anymore.
What were you thinking about?
I was thinking of doing a shop before, and I didn't do it. I added some things to my basket, but I didn't complete it.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you did talk about doing that. Oh, well.
Yeah. I want to buy a Black Forest Gatto. Because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
So we need that. And tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and we're going to have a banquet.
Yeah.
It's just what we call a meal with friends, isn't it? A banquet.
Yeah. We're going to order a meal.
We're not. It's a Chinese banquet, but like I like the idea that I was just hosting a banquet for my pals. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna have a banquet, and I think we need a Black Forest Gatto with it as well because it's Christmas.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout. Black Forest Gatto.
Do you like Black Forest Gattos?
No, but people do, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I always love the idea of them, and then I taste it, and I'm like, this is a bit much, isn't it?
Is a Black Forest Gatto...
It's cherry. Why wouldn't you
Isn't
like
it cherry and chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know.
Why wouldn't you, though? You love chocolate and cherries.
What's the other one that's in the same kind of...
Was it a chocolate gatto?
Was it a Black Forest Gatto that we got recently?
No, that was a chocolate gatto.
Yeah, I mean,
Why don't you like gatto?
But are they too creamy, I think?
They don't have cream in them.
Oh,
Foam.
okay.
It's like a foamy mousse.
I don't
mousse.
like it.
That's a word.
It's not my favourite.
So you don't like mousse?
I do like mousse. I like it.
You like
lot.
really sickly stuff as well.
Yeah.
And I hate sickly stuff.
Yeah. Well.
Which is interesting. But I do like chocolate. Sara Lee chocolate gatto is obviously the best chocolate gatto, but it doesn't exist anymore.
No.
And I can't time travel, which is annoying. So I just have to get whatever chocolate gattos are around.
Yeah, well, we'll work that out. But for now, we're playing the letter.
Yeah, okay. I just wish I had some stew.
Before I can take a single step away from the group, what do you think is going to happen now?
Gets hit by a car. Would have been better if she got
Zach
hit by a
rarely ever
car.
raises his voice, even when there's a point. Yeah, if she got hit by a car.
Yeah. So I thought she was like going to take a step away from them in a car,
Bang.
like, whew.
I think he's going to bring the group together. Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's a point he wants to drive home.
Can we look at our relationships for a moment? What's our vibe with? Yeah, we really like Zach.
Yeah, he's pretty high up there, isn't he? He's second.
Do you not remember how much we liked Marianne before until we went full house is cursed on her?
Yeah, we really took out the
fucked that.
crazy, didn't we?
Mm.
Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's a point he wants to drive home. And hearing him take on that tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca. Whatever harsh words yet to come out from the argument immediately die on our tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her.
Hard on.
Hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together? We haven't seen each other for months. I'd
The weird
really love
looking
to
hand.
know what y'all have been up
Months?
to. I only ever get to talk
Oh,
to
you
Bella over
live
chat.
together?
No,
Please.
pretty please. He has a point.
I thought I had an orange. Oh, I do. It's just hiding.
Ash, for all his attempts to look cool and distant, has also been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call this morning for a reminder. He never does that. Becca too. I'm pretty sure that's another reason why she got out of bed
I
today.
still think they were a bit of dickheads.
Yet despite Zach's
If I
attempts
said to you that this is a real cursed chain letter, would you get in a big mood with me and be like, "You're insane. You're as crazy as a coconut."
no, I don't think so. I think I'd be like, hey, we've got to check out this weird bloody letter that you've got.
Thanks, babe.
Yet despite Zach's attempts to lighten things up or Ash's and Becca's acquiescing gestures, the tightness in my chest remains. I should have just kept it for myself, or at least went with the idea that it's a prank. If I
Bro.
did, bro, things might not have turned out the way they had. No sour mood, no bad vibes. Careless, so
Whisper.
careless. Whisper. Maybe leaving is the better decision for all of us. What do we think? Stay for the movie?
Well, I don't think it's nice to not support Zach in his big mo.
Yeah, I think we should stay for the movie.
That's the kind of thing I do because I'm a really great friend.
Despite having
and
a
amazing
bloody
person.
letter that curses you. Any other day, I'd excuse myself and go straight home.
Well, let's see what the relationship status, she would say.
Whoa, look at this.
So she's mad.
Yeah, well, it's because she's worried about us, I think.
No, it's because she wants to fuck Ash Hole and she thinks we're going to fuck him.
Any other day, I'd excuse myself and go straight home. But this is something special to Zach. Something he worked so hard to bring to life. I should know better. I might be having a bad day, but being with the few people I care about far outweighs the idea of spending the rest of the day throwing a tantrum alone in my room. And what if the thing in the attic follows me home? I don't want to be left with my thoughts either. I can still see it whenever I close my eyes. And maybe if I stay, let our heads cool down first before telling them what happened, they'll listen to me. There's nothing you can't solve with a calm head. One step at a time, Isabella.
Nobody solved cancer yet, have they?
They haven't. That's what Mama used to tell me.
But nobody solved cancer yet.
Yeah. Besides, I don't have the heart to ditch Zach. A smile is back on my face
He's so
when I look
tall
back at them.
after all.
Yeah.
If we keep arguing here, we're going to miss the first few minutes.
All right, that's the Isabella I know.
Oh, good. I thought for sure you were going to cry.
This time I really do send an elbow straight to his stomach. Stupid Ash. Being vertically challenged has its perks too.
What was that for?
Oh,
What do they think it...
what was that for?
Stop calling me a crybaby! I'm not one!
Oh, don't cry.
Stop it!
Wait, is he such
Okay,
an
scaredy
asshole?
cat then.
He really is an asshole.
If you repeat that, I swear I'll... Let's just go.
Without another word, Becca goes inside. She doesn't even stop to wait for us when I call after her.
That's lame.
Ash and I exchanged looks at that. The same question likely swimming inside our minds. Did something happen at school after I left? Is she having a bad day too?
How dense is she?
I'll try asking her about it later, I guess.
So, you guys go catch up with her. I'll go get us the food, I promise.
But you'll miss it.
Didn't you say watching a movie without food ain't fun? It ain't like I haven't seen it. I made it, remember? I'll be in there soon.
What do you think the film's about? Is it this one, do you think?
Maybe sex trafficking or
Yeah,
something
might be,
like
yeah.
that.
One friendly tap on my shoulder and then he's gone. A few moviegoers are
Do you
still
think he
missing,
did that thing
milling
where
about-
he
milling
stood
about.
behind her and tapped on her shoulder so she turned that way, but he was the other side?
Yeah, maybe.
Is that what they classed as a friendly tap on the shoulder?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a tap between pals. A few moviegoers are still milling about. Some are still waiting in line for tickets, but otherwise most of the crowd are already inside. There's nothing much for us to do here now. Not a word of protest comes from me when Ash gestures for the two of us to head inside.
And then?
And
Oh,
then,
we're in the
Are
film
you
now.
sure it wasn't one of the cleaning crews?
Absolutely sure.
Looks like it's a film on slavery and like
It does, doesn't
really
it?
serious. And I'm there like, yes, anyway, skinless woman.
somehow halfway through the movie, the conversation steered toward what happened in the mansion. To be fair, Zach was the one who brought it up again. In his own movie, in his own movie's premiere.
Oh, monsieur, this premiere! You are spoiling us!
Now the film's just serving as a background noise while we're speaking in hushed tones, careful not to disturb anyone inside the small hall. Well, except for Ash. He's screaming. I just hope we don't end up
Well, where's
arguing
Becca?
about it again. We'd all get kicked out for sure.
Being a jealous, petty hoe somewhere.
Though with how loud Ash's voice is, we'll probably get thrown out anyway before any argument happens. Only Becca still remains engrossed in the movie, completely ignoring us.
Yeah, she's being a meanie.
She's been quiet the whole evening, speaking only when referred to. If I didn't know any better, I think we did something that offended her.
Is she like forgetting that they just all had a row outside as well?
Yeah.
And the fact that Becca's really annoyed about the boy. Ash.
Ashhole. Did we?
She's so dense.
What's going on here? Why can't I click it?
It's just did we over and over.
And then I ran. You heard what happened after.
I still think it's something else.
It was
Okay.
standing right in
Helpful.
front of me, Ash.
He's one of the smartest people I know, but geez, he should learn to listen. Plus, didn't he say he doesn't believe in these things? Why is he in this conversation again?
I heard what you said, but it's a small room. There are a lot of things someone else could have done there without your knowledge. If I could see it up close, maybe I can...
I am not going back there.
Oh?
Ain't that a problem if you're hosting an open house?
Why is Zach's
Rose
voice
does the
changed?
first floor tour.
It changed a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
I ain't sure ghosts can be restricted to one room, Bella.
There are no ghosts, Zach. Stop putting useless ideas in her head.
Yeah, but I was thinking, maybe all the house needs is a blessing. Wasn't it left uninhabited for years?
Oh. The house did change hands over the years from one distant relative of the immigrants to another. None of them bothered to live in it though. And it remained that way up until its current owners decided to sell it. Why didn't I think of that?
I didn't peg you as the religious type, Zach.
Nothing like that, Ash. Who knows, though? It might bring something positive to the place.
That's not a bad idea. I just don't know where I could find someone.
You're not seriously considering a suggestion, are you?
Do you have a better idea?
I know where. I could contact him for you if you want.
You'd do that?
Who is
Or
it
we
though?
can find you a psychologist instead.
Thanks, Ash.
There are very few times in my life when I wish my glowers can kill. This is one of those.
Ash, that is not a very appropriate thing to say right now.
No, wait, that's not what I meant. Ethnographer. I meant ethnographer. This guy's a psychologist too, of course, if you...
Ashton, if you don't stop.
What on earth is an ethnographer?
Rebecca knows the guy I'm talking about too. She can vouch for him.
Becca tears her eyes away from the screen at the mention of her name.
Huh? What? Oh, are you talking about Professor Andrew? He used to work with my parents at the university.
Just wondered if there was an Andrew on there. There isn't. We've got
Can
all
you
the
guys
people
keep
now,
it
don't
down?
we?
Sorry, the scaredy cat here mentioned curses. Not that I'm saying this is one, but talking to him is a better solution for me than getting a random priest to bless an old house. He'll even help you figure things out, teach you a couple things.
What?
And
About
probably
what?
Show you the
figures
votes.
the rest, since this looks to be bothering you a lot.
Ash might be right too. However, when Zach suggested, what Zach suggested is something I'm more familiar with. Granted, they don't believe me. They're only giving me these
if you use
suggestions
the
to put my...
ethnographer and he says, oh, actually, this does seem like supernatural, then everyone will believe her, so she should do the ethno.
They're only giving me these suggestions to put my mind at ease, but it's better than being ignored or being laughed at. I can take comfort in knowing they are willing to hear me out.
So, what do you think?
It's your call.
Ethno.
We'll go with whatever you want.
I think it's
Ethno.
ethno.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Who should I
with the
meet?
professor.
I'll think about it, but if ever, I'd like to give talking to Andrew a try.
I was worried that Zachary's was going to go down.
Did his go down a
No,
bit?
it's just new on this one. So I think it's okay. Don't
Is
want
that okay?
Zach to die.
Won't he have other things to do?
Yeah, and Isabella is gonna fuck Zach.
Oops.
You have to press the button because we're not progressing.
No, I know.
He is a bit busy, but he'll make time for me. He's my go-to person when I'm stuck in something. He won't mind if I bring a friend with me this time.
Oh, he's a lot closer then.
Yeah.
If you're sure.
I guess that settles it then.
Oh, sorry, Zach.
Guys, I said keep it down. You keep insisting that we still watch it, yet you're not even paying attention yourselves.
It ain't a big deal, Rebecca. I'm the one who broached the subject in the first place.
It's still your film, Zachary. A good film, mind you. You worked hard on this. The least we could do is watch it with you.
And that's what you're all doing. I really appreciate all of you making time for this.
Sorry, Becca. We'll stop now.
I throw her an apologetic look, even if Ash is the only one she could be reprimanding, but her attention is already back on the screen.
I don't know why. She's not missing a lot. Hasn't changed at all. Just this
Just
one
this
image.
one image, yeah. It's avant-garde piece, it looks like.
Yeah.
She's ignoring us again. When Becca's acting this way... No, when Becca's acting this way,
Yeah, it's just wrong.
there's a big chance something's nagging at her. We really need to talk.
Yeah, we do.
We all fall into a comfortable silence after. The kind only you can share with people you're most at ease with.
Or people you're in the cinema with.
For the first time today, the letter lays forgotten in my bag, if only for a few hours. Night has fallen by the time we exit the movie house. This will just have...
We're in the movie house. We're in the movie. Oh, that's new.
Lux One Independent Film and Theatre Festival celebrated its 9th year, discovering new creative talent in the film industry. There he is, Zachary Steele.
What's it called? Blah.
Dark Times of the Black British.
Wait, so we are supposed to be in England?
Maybe. Despite the late hour, the streets are still bustling full of people. Those about to head home, those set to meet someone, even those simply wandering about. Walking in the sea of unfamiliar souls, it strikes me how easy it is for one to get lost in a city of as nondescript as Luxbourne. I was afraid too, at one point back when I was new and had just set foot in this place. Now with familiar faces walking with me, it feels a little like home. Zach and Ash bid us goodbye shortly before Becca and I crossed to the other side of the street. The former claiming he's got a few freelance jobs to take care freelance jobs to take care of before the day ends, and Ash. Who knows? He never tells. Sometimes he'll just randomly appear at your doorstep looking for a place to crash. He does that to Zach a lot, much to the latter's frustration.
He's not really a detective. He's just like an unhoused man pretending to be a detective, I think.
But he's a busy guy too, in spite of the laid-back air he gives off.
Thanks for today, everyone.
Why are you shouting, Zach? Thanks for today!
Maybe
no
we're
problem,
down
Zach.
the
I'm
street.
sorry for what happened earlier. Huh?
Sensation. Cold, sickening, drowning. My chest tightening. Breathing, becoming laboured. I can taste blood in my mouth. The edges of my vision blurs. In the distance, amidst the countless nameless people going about their lives, a voice reaches out to me. Help me. Pleading even as I clench my eyes tight and clasp my hand over my ears.
She's gonna look great right now.
Whispering and whispering and whispering. Calling out. Help, please.
No, not me.
Not me. It's a weird thing to say.
Help me. Somebody. Help me.
Give us a hand.
Isabella? Earth to Isabella?
I'm trying to pick this up and take it across the street. It's a fridge. At her voice, the whole world suddenly snaps into place. The murmur's gone. When I open my eyes, Becca raises an eyebrow at me in question.
Weren't you listening? Are you coming with me?
Oh, yeah. Just... Okay. Sorry, I spaced out.
You always do that.
All right.
Yeah, drop
I'm gonna
it, Jesus.
stop being Becca's friend.
I follow her without complaint, but not before sneaking a glance to the far end of the street, where the voice came from, where another set of eyes might be staring at me. Nothing.
Nada.
Zilch. There are only Zach and Ash watching over us. We head back to where Becca parked her car. If I'm expecting to see something or someone there, I try not to let it show. Try not to think of the tiny pinpricks
Also,
of
if
fear.
they're asking for help, they're not gonna hurt you, are they?
Yeah, crawling at the pit of my stomach.
See you guys some other time.
Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
Another glance, and with the final wave, we go off our own ways. I don't know what I... Oops, I did that again. I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I heard. I don't want to know. And if this is what would help me sleep tonight, what would give me back that normalcy in my life, then so be it. Oh, and the next day, the darkness closes around me,
Cozy.
grasping, pulling, engulfing me.
Snuggle.
Darkness imprisoning me. The ground caves in, and without warning, I'm falling. My eyes snap open, and I'm stood upright.
Jesus, her room is disgusting.
Look at all those fucking noodles. For an instant, it doesn't immediately register where I am. Both my back and shoulders ache after I've fallen asleep, all hunched up the night before. Drenched in sweat and the nest of my pillows. No, the nest of pillows I often keep around me feels more suffocating than comforting.
Does she have a giant mouse? No, is it a
Looks
bat?
like a little bat thing, doesn't it? I let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window.
Is that Columbo
Where?
on the wall?
Where? Here.
No, the other wall. Up.
Here.
That's Columbo.
I mean, it looks like it could be Columbo.
She's got a
doesn't it?
poster of Columbo in her room. That's lovely.
Lovely.
Is that just like a pair of knickers that she's laid out flat?
Just by this plug.
Yeah.
This looks like one of those find
Yeah, it does, doesn't
games.
it?
Do you know what I mean? Like, find the mug.
Who is she
or
naked
sheep.
in bed, snuggling on that second photo above her bed?
I don't think she's naked here. I don't know who she's snuggling. Because like here, there's with a definitely different colour to the rest of her arm. I let my eyes adjust to the bright morning light streaming through my window and allowing my breathing to slow down before untangling myself from the pile. I haven't had a single dream since coming to Luxborn, or at least none I can recall having. It's a
Weird.
shame, because they used to be so vivid, but taken over our dreams. Not the crazy vivid, but the more pleasant kind I'll tell my siblings about. Maybe it's just maybe it's the stress of living alone. The knowledge that I'll always wake up in an empty apartment with no one to tell stories to.
What time is it?
I can't believe she slept in a suit jacket.
Habit forces me to look over at the clock, even with the soreness weighing heavily on my shoulders, and the compulsion to never leave my bed for today. In a heartbeat, I'm up.
Oh man, of all the times to oversleep. Towel? Towel? Where's my towel?
Admittedly, it's a weekend and there's an unspoken rule that entitles me to extra hours of sleep. Here's the towel. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, just this bit here. It's the only thing I can see that looks
Get
like
a
a towel. Or
napkin.
this, maybe? This towel. But if Rose didn't kill me yesterday, she sure as hell will now. And right after what happened, oh lord, one box of donuts as peace offering won't be enough the second time around. Grabbing my towel, I'm already a few short steps away from the bathroom when a muffled ringing breaks out from my bag. There's a moment of indecision at first, my mind conflicted whether I should just
Answer.
ignore to answer it. But what if it's Rose? Or worse, our boss? Ah, sheesh. In the end, the rational part of my brain wins out. A letter from yesterday's peeks out when I pull the device out. Oh, I see. Just the sight of it's enough to put me in a foul mood, and it takes every force of will for me to ignore it in favour of answering the call. Mama. Caller ID reads Mama.
Huh?
Huh?
But she's dead.
It's around 4:45 p.m.
She's from the Philippines.
in the Philippines right now.
That's an unusual time for them to call.
Was she American?
Hmm. Usually it's around noontime here, and I'm the one
Just
calling.
fucking answer the phone.
Not the other way around. Better for them to use that money on something else than an international call. Regardless, in the most cheerful tone I can
Hello?
gather.
Hello, Grace?
Hello, Grace. How
How
are
are
you?
Mama, I'm doing okay. How are you guys over there?
We're good, we're good. EJ won a storytelling contest at school the other
I like
week.
the name
Brought
EJ.
home a medal. I thought you should know.
There's a tired lilt in her voice as she speaks. It's been there
Why
since
is
Papa
she
had to leave
American?
his job. I wish there's something I can do for her.
You should probably tell her that you're late and can't really chat.
But from miles away like this, the least I'm able to do is not make her worry. If only my older brother would actually lend her a hand, but Lord knows if that'll ever happen. Odds are, Kuya Jordan's already out drinking right now. Again. I can't count on my older sister either, knowing she has a family of her own. And, well, so there's 4 siblings here, right? Including her. EJ,
Yeah?
brother Kuya, and then her older sister.
Okay.
Is that right? 8 Anne's financial situation. What? Isn't exactly great right now, having ran herself knee-deep in debt.
Like you.
Like you, yeah.
Great! That's great! Tell him congratulations from me. And let him know I'm gonna send him a little something extra this Christmas.
Hmm.
How about Nico? Karen? Michael?
Who are they?
All these people?
They're doing well. They wanted to talk to you, but they're all busy with school.
She's got loads of siblings then.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's fine. I don't want to bother them. Just tell them to keep doing their best for me. I'll just call back when I know they're not busy.
You can mute it.
And
Can you?
Papa?
No.
How's Papa doing?
It's a subject I'm a bit hesitant to broach. From the way Mama's voice
He's dead.
hitches, she doesn't want to bring it up either.
Papa. Grace, Papa's.
Oh.
He's having a little difficulty right now. Weak appetite, he's having trouble swallowing, and lost a few
Eats
pounds.
every week.
Aw.
But the doctor said we should keep encouraging him. It just means his body's accepting his new treatment well.
Aw, I was right.
Aw.
He is
The
dead.
money you sent last time helped a lot to pay for it, by the way.
They need more
Oh.
money.
Oh,
There we go.
that's good.
It makes sense. I won't deny that life has gotten tougher for our family. It used to be easy back when Papa was in good shape. But ever since then, he's been a circle. Ever since he was diagnosed with the sickness 5 years ago, he's been unable to provide for us. Now the burden of feeding 8 months and settling
8
Papa's
mouths.
feeding 8 mouths and settling Papa's bills all rest on my shoulders. Although Mama makes a little, accepting sewing and laundry
Why
jobs
would you
in our
pick a
neighborhood.
job then that is commission only based?
Yeah, it's scarcely enough to cover the cost of day-to-day living, let alone the bloating hospital bills. We can't even expect help. Expect help from our own government because the health insurance there barely covers anything.
I'm sure he'll get better soon. Is he well enough to talk? Do you think I'll be able to speak to him, Ma?
Silence. I start to think about the call. I start to think that the call got cut until
Listen, Grace.
he's dead.
Maybe
they need
it's
money.
better if we transfer Papa to a different hospital.
Oh,
Somewhere cheaper?
What? Why? Did something happen? Is it the deposit issue again? Give me the hospital's number. I'll talk to them.
it's heartbreaking.
No, it's nothing bad. The service here is good. Too good. Even
He's
the
getting
doctors.
better. We don't want that.
But I'm worried you're working yourself to the ground because of it.
Mama, we've been through this before. I want the best for Papa. And don't worry about the bills or the medicine, or me for that matter. I can handle myself. Everything's going well here. In fact, we're about to close a large sale.
Don't make promises. Hopefully. If not, then I'll find another way. She doesn't need to know that.
She could just
I'll rob a bank. Sorry, Mama, you
Do-
taught me not to lie. Yeah, look what I'm doing.
get like another job that's not commission based.
I'll have money to
Yeah.
send over soon to cover the rest of Papa's treatment.
She could have
But
been
there's more than
a
enough
detective.
for Karen, Nico, Michael, and EJ's school tuition too.
Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. We all do. But I just wish you'd come home to us soon.
What? Isn't this just where she lives now?
Ah. Kylan Kuuwi.
I didn't know that you spoke. Hang on.
When are you coming home?
Taiwanese?
Yeah, it's a very different country.
Different country.
EJ,
I'm
the
really
youngest,
tired.
used to be the only person asking me that. How do you respond to a question you don't have a definite answer to?
You say you don't have a definite answer.
5 years later. And I still, yeah, very simple. I still don't give them a straight one. I smile though Mama can't see it. I fight to keep my lips from quivering, my voice from shaking. She's got enough on her plate as it is. No need to weigh her down with unnecessary concerns.
Promise me you'll be there to welcome me when I do, okay?
Of course. I'm sorry, Grace. I need to take this for a while.
Take what for a while?
Don't know. To take this for a while. There's a small commotion on the other end. The sounds of gates opening, the voice of a child, EJ, talking excitedly about his day at school. The tapping of feet on the
And
floorboards as he runs. It's been years since I went home, but I can still picture the whole scene in my mind. How tall is he now? Are the neighborhood kids bullying him now that I'm not around? Did Mama rearrange the furniture in the living room again? What are they having for dinner today? I miss them. I miss them so much.
Now
It's
you're
okay, Ma.
cursed.
I need to go too.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
got work today.
I don't want her to
I'll
die.
call again soon, alright?
On a Saturday?
Everyone's dependent on her.
Oh, never mind. Take care of yourself, dear. I love you.
I feel like that means she can't die. Do you think?
I don't think she'll die, no.
I love you.
Like it's too
Bye.
tragic, like the implications of her dying because of some stupid
Oh
curse.
yeah, and video games are very keen on avoiding any sort of tragedy or
It ain't-
sadness.
Yeah. It ends with a soft click, leaving half-truths and empty promises hanging in the air. Closing my eyes for a moment to take a deep breath and shake away the thoughts beginning to swim inside my head. It's pointless to mull over these things right now.
Okay, Isabella. Time to get that mansion sold.
Unfortunately, before I can take a single step away from my phone, it rings again. The demon. No doubt Mama forgot to say something.
Mama? Did you
Rose.
forget anything?
Excuse you? I'm too young to be your mom. Are you still sleeping?
Her voice
Hold on,
seems...
never mind that. Get yourself in the office. Hurry!
I don't know, it's kind of similar for
Yeah.
how she sounds on the phone. I think she sounded a little different when we saw her in person.
Office? What about the open house? Oh no. Is it Sir John? Did he hear about yesterday? Am I in trouble? Oh god, oh god, oh god! I'm gonna get yelled at, aren't I? What do I do? I'll buy you an extra box of donuts if...
No, it's
Stop trying to give me donuts! Jesus Christ.
Calm down. Get yourself here, all right? I'll tell you everything then.
There's a telltale din of several feet shuffling against a wooden flooring, and an indistinct yelling in the background before Rose cuts the connection. That isn't in any way comforting. But it's enough reason for me to hastily discard my phone and finish my shower in record time.
Or even start your shower.
I make it to our office within 20 minutes of leaving my apartment, completely disheveled and out of breath. A feat if I take into account my usual
Time travel.
a feat if I take into account my usual travel time.
Oh, sorry, I really hit the mic then.
Oh, okay. You knock it with your nose.
Yeah, I think.
Routine clamour, common to Briar Realty Corporation's Luxbourne office, greets me as soon as my foot crosses the threshold. Papers rustling, telephones ringing as sporadic intervals, agents talking at varying volumes, staff moving about, and...
Where the hell is C? Where are my employees?
It's like J. Jonah Jameson, isn't he?
What the actual fuck, guys? Of all the times to disappear without notice.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man! My boss's words turned muffled as someone else closed the door to his office, likely the word of our HR manager. Throughout the weeks past, he's been in a bad mood over a few employees who have failed to report to work. I hear they're still trying to get a hold of them, but to no avail.
Uh-oh.
The result is half their workload has been
The
shifted.
house ate them.
Has been shifted to all available staff so as to
Yum,
not
yum,
lose
yum.
clients. Munch, munch, munch. Not that I mind the extra work. If anything, it means I'll have more to spend send my family back home. More to spend on stuff I like. Although the rumours of a branch closure circulating because of this is indeed a bit worrisome. Oh no. My bag barely touches the top of my table when Rose pulls me aside.
Here, I need you to help me with these papers. If you could also get these signed and photocopied before lunch today, that
I'm
would be
keep on
great.
lifting myself up and down with my toes.
Hmm.
One after another, she thrusts a bunch of paperwork in my hands without explanation. A page flutters away from the top of the pile, and I lean down to pick it up. My
Oh,
eyes
looks like good
scanning the top
news.
of the page as I straighten. Purchase and sale agreement.
Is she gonna have stolen her sale?
Oh, I hope not. That would really suck. Rose simply gestures her thumb in the direction of our visitor lounge when I tilt my head in question. There, seated on the sofa and looking completely out of place in the humbly decorated room, is the same couple from the day before. The Wrights. Something bubbles up in my
What?
throat. Their presence in the office can only mean one thing.
They're buying it? We got a deal?
She swats at my hand tucked in her sleeve, although her eyes are alight with something akin to joy. She wants this sale to happen as much as I do, and now that it's here. The deal needs to be closed, yet documents need to be signed still, but the elation is there. Along with a foreboding feeling I can't quite pinpoint.
I had to do a little damage control, but they're already interested in acquiring the property, even before they attended the open house. I mean, isn't it obvious? They already hired an interior designer. I've never seen a buyer as aggressive as Madame Wright. She didn't even try to negotiate a lower rate.
Interesting.
One at a time, Rose. I can't process everything you're saying at once. What do you mean?
Does she have
Can you
some sort of...
explain? She's got brain damage. Can you explain, like, step by step what you're saying?
They're paying 15% higher than the listing price.
15%?
As long as we get the paperwork done as soon as possible.
I need crumpets.
Is it crumpet time?
It's
And
like
if we allow it, they'll be paying
tea
up front too.
and crumpets. And then it's hot water bottles and bed.
That sounds
'cause
great.
I'm like a 70-year-old woman.
Well, we're going to leave it here, I guess.
and we'll get cozy and we'll do snuggle up. And I was like falling asleep for a little bit there. It's late now.
I
And we'll
wondered.
have the dogs and it'll all be nice.
And then we've got New Year's Eve tomorrow.
And we'll have a hum of storm sounds in the background.
Yeah.
And a fleshless ghoul in the corner.
Oh no, not a fleshless ghoul.
Sorry.
I suppose we did read the thing, didn't we?
What thing?
The letter?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, we're cursed.
Oh.
Press one button just to see.
Oh, okay.
You're paying up front
with
too.
That urban legend?
They don't care about the urban legend. Go and do it again.
Rose nods.
Well,
Oh.
she kind of bowed
I
actually.
was so sure we lost the sale after yesterday.
Don't look so surprised. We still have to conduct some last few checks before we completely hand it over to them.
He's the
Please.
baddie though, I
I'll
still think.
happily do the paperwork.
Yeah, I
for Rose.
agree.
I'll even go to the land registry myself and make sure the
Uh-oh.
every
Oh no, don't do that. Why have you agreed to that?
Land registry.
Don't they have better things to spend money on? I'd haggle it down to the lowest possible price if I were in their place, especially with the stories attached to it. Not that my opinion matters one bit here. We're just their agents who are going to receive the hefty commission after all. Nothing more. Rose gives me a pat on the shoulder, signalling that she's heading back to them, with an unspoken instruction for me to follow after I'm done. It doesn't take me long to finish what work she left me. In fact, after our boss signed the agreement is the easiest. Having our boss sign the agreement is the easiest, since it has put him in a better mood to the entire office's relief. Mom Harner calls me over the moment she notices my presence at the lounge door. Her lips are twisted in a frown. She doesn't seem particularly happy to see me, and I'm not surprised. Who wouldn't be? I almost created a scene. Mr. Wright, however...
Why, if it isn't a little Lily? I trust her well now.
It's Isabella, sir.
Look, if you're going to nickname it, at least call me Bella.
I appreciate your concern. I'm feeling better now.
I really don't understand why they can't get my name right. It's a fairly common name. It shouldn't be too hard to remember.
It's about the power.
Oh, this here, Yang Yang. That's the developer.
What developer?
The developer for this game. They're called Yang Yang. Regardless, I hand them the copy of the agreement.
I believe I can take that. Thank you very much.
With how elegantly she plucks the papers off my hands, it's easy to think that there isn't any trace of irritation in her. But it is there, radiating in her stiff stance. In the way she's standing at a fair distance from her husband, and how the two look to be ignoring each other. Seeing this scene, it soon becomes clear to me that I'm not the one who has put her in a bad mood. Did they fight? Most probably. I've seen it happen dozens of times with my previous clients. It's a shame, especially with their new mansion. I never did like it when my own mama and papa fight. I hope they'll make up soon.
How old is she supposed to be?
Don't know. What do you think? I mean, she's working, so I would guess like early 20s maybe?
Well, she's been here for 5 years, so she's got to be like 25, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Apparently satisfied with what she's seen, Mom Hana claps her hands together.
Honor. That's how she said it.
Honor. Like honor. Before extending it to us for a shake. Rose and I release the breath we've been holding, both of us more than happy to return the gesture.
That settles
We
it.
both clap our hands.
Are you really sure about this property, ma'am?
What is wrong with you?
Why would you say that?
We could easily find you a bigger one among our current listings. Something with a modern touch?
Something not haunted, perhaps?
Such a weird thing to say.
Rose shoots me a warning glance that clearly says, don't make a scene, we're almost there.
Of course, why wouldn't I be? The house is absolutely perfect, isn't it, darling?
A helipad would
Like
still be a
Malfoy.
nice addition.
Needs a helipad.
Yes, well, we'll get there.
We've had that
eventually,
problem
love.
too.
Alright, love.
As I was saying, if your partner had the documents yesterday, we would have bought it right there immediately.
Shame she didn't have it. Well, there's still a few necessary documents we need you to sign after, but we'll let you know once we have those finalized. We'll be handling the process for the rest, so don't worry about it, ma'am.
Within a week, I hope. We still have a housewarming party to plan after all. You know how much
can't
thought
buy a
you put
house
into
in a
those
week.
things.
I bet you can if you're rich.
Probably.
There are servants for that, darling.
I guess also nobody lives in it or anything.
Yeah.
Love, servants or not, you're
Love,
going to make
it
people
changes
listen to your
everything.
input nonetheless.
No more than a week, ma'am. Barring unexpected delay, of course. You can leave it to us.
The smile that suddenly spreads across her face is so funny.
Excellent.
Between like her
then,
standard
I'll
talking.
leave you two to it. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and before we forget,
Psych. She discreetly folds something into both our hands and winks, a finger raised to her lips, demanding our silence.
It's a phone number. For a
Just
swingers
like the
party.
hotel number.
what happened the day before was quite unfortunate. But you did get us what we wanted in the end.
What's that? This is English money.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 90 quid.
I reckon it's 100.
Yeah.
No, that says 50 there. That bit.
This one.
No, above. That to the...
Oh yeah, you're right. That does say 50. Alright, so it's a lot of money.
That, at the very least, is commendable.
But this is... Ma'am, I can't accept
This
this.
is £1 million.
Don't you worry, darling. It's a small thing coming from us. Consider this your
150.
bonus for a job well done.
Yeah, maybe.
Two
She smiles
20s,
sweetly.
a 10 and 250s.
She smiles sweetly like this is simply the
If
most
I was
normal
rich,
thing to
I'd
do
give
in the
people
world.
bonuses all the time. I'd have such a fine old time.
Mhm.
Wouldn't it be nice to just be like handing people money?
Before I
Yeah.
forget, my lovely interior designer would appreciate it if you hand her a copy of the floor plan as soon as possible. She's dying to work
Yeah,
on the house.
secret room.
So weird. Way to
You
phrase
can't do
it.
that,
She's
yes?
dying
Here's
to
a
work on the
contact.
house.
Certainly, ma'am. We'll have it processed as soon as possible.
I knew I could count on you, lovelies. I hope to see you two soon so we can get this closed.
Just like that. Transaction over and done with.
And so is this now.
Thank you for watching.
And wish us luck in our search for crumpets and tea and snuggly bedtime with thee. Good night. Goodbye. I love you.
And we pray that you're not cursed now that you've played this game with us. And always
Oh, yeah,
remember
you're
to
not
check
cursed.
under your beds and in
Oh,
your
cursed letters.
wardrobes. For fleshless monsters,
What about non-fleshless monsters?
they're fine normally.
Oh, okay.
Night night. Good evening. Bye bye.
Bye.
Farewell. Good morning.